to talk about some real shit. Now, if you guys haven't heard or seen this video, let's have you guys get a little taste real quick.
You see in this surveillance video, the two brothers are by the counter, and the officers come in.
They asked me what did I say to them in the parking lot. I didn't say anything. I was talking to my brother and I just said, wow, that's crazy. They almost hit my car. And me and my brother said, okay, and turned around. We thought that was the end of it.
But it was not over. Shortly after, one of the officers asked the guys for ID.
I said, well, what are you going to do with my ID? Please, can you tell me what you're going to do with my ID? And, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Name one thing that we did wrong in this Coney Island. And my brother, flipped his hands to move the push away, and he hit both of us in the same motion.
Now, before we even get into this, let me go ahead and put out a couple of statements. Number one, I am a firm believer that not all cops are bad, and I'm going to stick by that statement because that shit is a fact. Because as much as I have been harassed, have racial slurs thrown at me, and even at a certain point, one cop actually called me a spiky-haired chink, I've actually been helped by a handful of cops as well. For me, I can't believe that a few bad seeds should be allowed to represent a whole group in its entirety. Having said that, fuck these two cops. You missing chromosome having lopsided lumpy ball sack motherfucker. I said it, you suck fucking large gorilla dick. And that's a really weird dick to suck because you gotta lure that motherfucker without it killing you and shit. Now, this video was sent to me by multiple subscribers. Though I have voiced my opinions about this, I'm not that big into the situation right now because there has been enough shit about police brutality without me adding fuel to the flame. Now listen, I also understand the whole concept of new media trends and how this right now is the current hot topic. Now, funny enough, though a lot of people may or may not realize it, media topics are kind of like how Twitter trends work with the whole hashtag trending shit. A school shooting happens and that story blows up, and suddenly for the next 3 months, all you hear or talk about are kids who have guns at schools shooting up the whole campus. And now obviously the hot topic is about police brutality, so every other headline that you see has been about some kind of mishappening in our police force and etc. Point is, newsflash people, police brutality and racial profiling is not something that's new. So yes, despite the fact that this right here is a hot topic of the moment, it is not something that's new, and on top of that, it is something that should be addressed constantly. Because as of right now, these events that have been happening have shed a lot of light on events that people either chose to ignore or have excused. So no, it is not a case of why law enforcement has suddenly changed, it is a case of why haven't they? Now here in this video, we have a case of intelligent versus stupid. Two cops are following two black males who suspect that these cops are profiling and harassing them, and so they ask them a simple question: why? And apparently for some reason, this is where they fucked up. Because in case a lot of you out there don't know, when a smart person asks an idiot why and they don't have an answer, they just get mad. Like, how many times have you asked a dumbass a question and they automatically assume that you call them stupid? Hey dog, where the bathroom at? You saying I can't shit by myself? Okay, we'll just, this is a pure example of dumbass Tourette's, where you throw them a question and they don't know what the fuck to do with it. 2 plus 2! What? 2 plus? Shit! So in this case, because Officer Big Dingleberry could not give a real answer to why he was following him, he decided to resort to excessive violence. When a civilian is asking why they're being followed and harassed, you should at least have an answer. And if you can't make up one on the spot at that point, just be honest because they already know. Why are you asking for my ID? Well, because you're black. Well, damn it. Now, I'm also going to bring this up too because it's something that I've noticed a lot recently. In the news story, it wasn't enough that they were two black males that were racially profiled. It had to be mentioned that they were college educated and black. It can't just be me, but have you ever noticed that every time there's a hate crime that's reported, it's not bad enough that it's a hate crime, but now that they're college educated, holy shit, oh my god. And I'm not trying to blow shit out of proportion, but every time I see this shit on the fucking news, it's as if saying that they are educated kind of puts people at ease. For me, it's kind of like saying the crime was heinous, but it's only because they're not one of those type of black people, those type of Asians, or those type of Mexicans. It's almost as if saying that the racial profiling that is used always works, except for this time it was a little bit wrong because they were college educated and they weren't one of those folks. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm from Sacramento, California, which is a very culturally diverse place. But when I started venturing outside of Sacramento is when I started hearing shit from people like, oh, you're one of those that speak English real good. And at that point, I would just ham it up and be like, actually, I don't speak it good. I speak it well, quite low. And you know what, people, to a certain point, I get it. A lot of it has to do with ignorance. But if a majority of people out there are stupid and ignorant to what's going on around them, then it's up to us who know better and are educated to go ahead and teach them better. At the end of the day, I'm not here to tell you how to think or feel. I'm just laying down my opinion. And you can even tell me to go fuck off. But when you look at something like this and all these other cases, you gotta ask yourself this. How does that make you feel? Number one, I'm gonna put out that fucking shit. Fuck!